Hi, I'm Shaily, and you're watching Eat Breathe Books. So today, I'm doing a Taylor Swift book tag, and thank you to the person who originally made this tag. I'm going to link you below in the down bar. Everybody can go check that out if they haven't yet. And personally, I'm actually a really big fan of Taylor Swift, so I'm really excited to be doing this. So the first one is We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together. And that's basically a book where you started liking it a lot, or maybe a series, and then you realize you just hated it. So for this one, I chose the book Sweethearts by Sarah Zarr. And I just had a big problem with this book because this is the second book by Sarah Zarr that I tried, and I always start liking her books and then just kind of hating them. Personally, I just think that she makes you believe that there's going to be some romance in there, and then she just totally lets you down. And I'm not saying that a book is bad without romance, but after all, every great story is a love story, and she just leads you on in a way that just it got me really aggravated, you know? This book is about a girl whose best friend dies, a guy, and she moves to a new town, changes her name, reinvents herself to try to kind of forget about him and just move on from him, and then one day he shows up. The next question asks to pick a book with a cover that has red on it, and for that I chose Dorothy Must Die by Danielle Page. This is a fairly new release, and it's about a girl named Amy who goes to Oz to try to kill Dorothy and give back the gifts given to the lion and the Tin Man and the Scarecrow, because Dorothy has become evil. Ding dong, the witch is dead? Maybe not. I haven't read this yet, but I'm really looking forward to it, and if you have, leave a comment down below letting me know if you liked it or not. The third question asks to pick a book that makes you feel nostalgic based on Taylor's song The Best Day, and some people might get very annoyed when I showed this, but I know you liked it when you were in middle school, okay? So don't feel ashamed, and that book is Twilight. Of course. I really like these books in middle school, and I'm not gonna lie, I still do, and I like the movies, and I'm not even gonna say what this is about. I'm sure everyone knows what it's about, by Stephanie Meyer. So the fourth question asks to pick a book based on the song Love Story, and to choose a book that has to do with forbidden love. So I chose Slammed by Colleen Hoover. This is one of my favorite books of all time. I actually just finished the second one. I'll mention it in my wrap-up next month. And I absolutely love this book. It's about a girl named Lakin whose father passes away, so she moves with her mother and her little brother. And across the street lives this really gorgeous guy named Will, and he's really perfect, and he takes Lakin out on a date. And then something huge happens, and they are not allowed to be together. And they can't help the feelings that they still have towards each other. So definitely check this out if you haven't yet. Really, really great read. Actually, like anything by Colleen Hoover, so good. The fifth question asks to pick a book based on the song I Knew You Were Trouble. And that is to pick a book with a character in it who is bad but you couldn't help but love. And if you couldn't already guess, I chose After by Anna Todd. Again, I know some people feel weird about this book, but I like it a lot. And I know Hardin, really bad guy in this, but I couldn't help but feel for him. I think he's great. So the next one here says to talk about a book that someone spoiled for you, based on the song Innocent, and I don't know about you, but I really hate spoilers. So the book that was spoiled for me, and I'm sure a lot of people were actually spoiled for this, was Allegiant by Veronica Roth. I actually only read the first book in this trilogy so far, Divergent, and I absolutely loved it, and the movie was so great, but after this getting spoiled for me, I've just kind of been pushing off finishing it, even though I think it's a really, really cool dystopian that's super unique. Let me know below if this has also been spoiled for you. The next challenge is to choose a book based on the song Everything Has Changed featuring Ed Sheeran, and to talk about a book with a character that went through a bunch of character development. And for that I chose another one of my favorite books of all time I read a few years back, and I think it's super underappreciated. You guys should for sure check it out if you haven't yet, and that's Love You, Hate You, Miss You by Elizabeth Scott. And this book is about a girl whose best friend dies, and this girl here writes letters to her dead best friend every day, grieving and, trying to get through the process of dealing with the death of her best friend. And oh my god, it really tugs at your heartstrings. I cried a lot during this, but it was really great. Actually, a lot of Elizabeth Scott's books are amazing. Definitely check them out if you haven't yet. I think she's really underappreciated. The next challenge is based on the very beloved song You Belong With Me. And it's to choose a book that you are very excited about, anticipating its release. And there are just like so many books actually that I'm excited for to come out. And don't kill me for this, but I'm really, really excited for the third book in the After series. It's called After We Fell, and it's by Anna Todd. And I think you guys should give this series a chance. Like I said in my past video, I think it's really great. The characters are amazing. yeah, I just think it's worth it to read. So that's one book that I'm really excited about. So the next challenge is to pick a couple in a book that's like perfect and they belong together forever and always, based on the song Forever and Always. And God, I have so many book couples that they're my OTP. Like, I just want them to be together and I just couldn't choose. So I narrowed it down to 3 couples. Sorry, kind of broke the rules. The first couple is from the Mortal Instruments series, and this one is the first book, City of Bones. And I absolutely love Clary and Jace. They're such a great couple. Like, he's so funny and a little arrogant, but you know, you gotta love that in characters. And Clary's so headstrong and so cool, and like, it's about shadow hunters and demons, and I just love it. And great series. I love this couple to bits. I feel like this next couple is on everybody's list, but it's Hazel and Augustus from The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. I can't get enough of this book. John Green is such a genius. One of my favorite books. So good. I don't know what to say. Like, they just, you know, they belong together. And the movie's really fantastic too. If you haven't checked it out, you totally should. It really did the book justice. And the third couple that I'm choosing to talk about is, again, Lakin and Will from the Slam Trilogy by Colleen Hoover. They're so amazing. What's great about the series is that, you know, in all these books you read, like, the guy's always, like, kind of rude to the girl, but you like him anyway. No, here, Will is such a gentleman, but you love it. I don't know how to explain it. It's an incredible love story. Please check it out. The 10th challenge is based on the song Come Back, Be Here, which not all of you may know is actually a bonus track on the Red album, but it's really great. If you haven't heard it, go check it out. To be honest, I would not lend out any of my books. Like, people ask me all the time and I'm like, no, they're my babies. Like, go buy your own, you know? But the one that would really, really kill me if someone even, like, touched is, yeah, The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. Even though I have 2 copies, I would not let anyone touch any of them. Such a good book. Oh my god. So there you go. That's the Taylor Swift book tag. Thanks again to the original creator. Linking that video down below. Also linking down my Twitter and my Goodreads and my Instagram. Totally check those out if you want to. Please subscribe and like this video. And you guys, I really appreciate all the support I've been given so far. You guys are amazing. I'm so excited to keep making videos for you guys. If you have requests, leave them below. And oh, comment down below if you're liking the book that you're reading so far. Okay, thanks so much, guys. Bye. See you.